Hey guys, Aram or Black Cat Girl here, coming at you from YouTube rather than Twitch for once. So instead of the normal gaming and live streaming that we normally do, I'm going to take a little bit of a foray into a political aspect, which, I think the internet can probably handle at this point. So I was just trolling around on YouTube, and I happened to find this video of average girl, pretty basic, complaining about how her alone time with a pumpkin spice latte was infringed upon. As an avid user of the internet and therefore supporter of free speech, I find that rather than dismissing them as silly, we should take a little bit more of a look. Canada's democracy, right? In order to do that, we have to have a freedom of expression, this flow of information from the public to the government and then back. And that requires everyone being fully informed. And by cutting federal science budgets, that's not happening because no one is going to be informed about anything. And if they are, I sincerely doubt it's going to be accurate. The longest reply time that it took for a single interview was the Defense Department, which took 1,100 days to respond to a single request. I'm sorry, but waiting 1,000 days for something in science to be communicated, by then it'll probably be replaced by newer information. Delay is terrible. Delay kills science. When Canada only ranks 55 out of 93 countries in order of government transparency. If there are laws that allow requests for documents, then they shouldn't be delayed. Transparency is insanely important, as our friends in the States figured out with WikiLeaks. Not a whole debacle. We're struggling to stay ahead of freaking Angola and Thailand, who are not, if you recall exactly, the champions of free speech and free press. Look at 2011, 2012. Only 21% of requests for an interview were answered. Why do we care so much about, the fact it takes 1,000 days or 110 emails to get a response? Well, when something like the NRC press, it got privatized. So that removes open access to articles and forces scientists to pay to have their own findings published. We should have been tipped off in 2008 when 16 of lakes in Canada were officially, but very quietly, reclassified as toxic dump sites for mines. 2011, Canadian Environmental Network closes. 2012, Canada threatened a trade war with the European Union over tar sands, after their plan to label oil from Alberta's tar sands as highly polluting. It's not like we don't already know this, and the federal government is just pretending. They're quietly ignoring what they're doing because, they know that it's wrong. Basically, nothing has gotten better and no one is listening. So how about this, pumpkin spice girl? Instead of complaining about how loud they are, just be thankful that the air you're breathing is still clean and the water that was used to make your latte isn't slowly poisoning you. Although it might, we don't know. So rather than sit there and complain, how about doing something? We'll be back next week with our review of PewDiePie's cameo in South Park, which is airing on Wednesday, December 3rd.